Good evening, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this evening, elderly man perishes in Manchester house fire. An elderly man perished in a house fire in Englewood near Mile Gully in Manchester on Thursday morning. Relatives named him as Rupert Morgan. Morgan is believed to be in his 70s. Preliminary reports suggest that Morgan was cooking in the early morning when a gas cylinder exploded. Firefighters received a call of the house fire at 5:18 a.m. Morgan's one-bedroom board house was destroyed. Susan, a caregiver of Morgan's 99-year-old aunt at a neighboring house, said that she heard cries for help.
Okay, so I don't know if he had a candlelight or whatsoever, I don't know, but his brother bought the gas yesterday and leave the gas down here. He wasn't here, so he leave the gas down here, and in the night, maybe after 10, so he come and knock the door, and I said to him, Rupert, why you knocking the door? Him say him come to pick up the gas, and I tell him where the gas is, and him carry the gas go. So I don't know what happened from that until this morning when we hear the explosion. He's in his 70s, you know. I don't know 70 how much, but in that age group there. You know, he move around, man. He move around every time. As somebody when you know feeble, you know, he just move around. He move around. So when after the explosion now, I saw the whole place in flame. But to me it looked like, I don't know if he light candle, I can't say, I can't speculate. You understand? Me don't know what happened. But the cylinder blow up.
Understand.
So, this was where the kitchen was. Yeah, the kitchen. Alright, here saying did. Right there, sir? The body was there and the head was right here. See him like how you see it there? That's why they take him out. Yeah. Because he burn, you know, he burn and burn bad. They look like when the explosion now we lick him back. Yeah, lick him back. Cause that piece of zinc I did there for him. Look like he lick him back, so his head drop here, so. My head was right here and the body was right here. Hey, yeah. Yeah, the antique kind of. Oh my God. Just one of them there, you know, just one of them there. Me have head. Because from here, the help. You know, say me not there, so I couldn't help. And when me come and look, me not see nobody either. And me call out, I'm not hear nobody. You know, because me figure more or less I run out and gone up in the bush. Okay. You understand? Me figure more or less I run out and gone up in the bush. When me hear the help, me think say the fire I'm a call for help. Me not think say in there. And when me tell you say now me see the wire and the fire, and me come and draw the wire. Yes. Me draw the wire. That's it, you know, catch a fire there, so.
Right.
And me look and me see the little so
that's it.
So far the explosion bring the curve. Yes.
Man killed near bar on Caledonia Courts Plaza in Manchester. A man was shot dead on Caledonia Courts Plaza in Mandeville on Wednesday night. Bar patrons identified him only as a Davy. Preliminary reports are that shortly before 11 p.m., armed assailants stormed the plaza and opened fire on the man in the vicinity of a bar. He reportedly collapsed on a staircase on the second floor of the plaza. The incident also sent patrons from multiple bars at the location scampering for cover as the gunshots rang out. The area has been the scene of several shooting incidents over the years. 5 murders, including a double murder, have been committed in Manchester in the past 2 weeks. Drivers escape injury after cars crash near gas station. The drivers of 2 motor cars managed to escape unscathed after they were involved in a bizarre accident in Wetabit, Trelawney on Wednesday afternoon. The impact of the collision caused one of the vehicles to slam into a gas station pump. The accident, which occurred about 4 p.m., resulted in motor vehicle traffic reduced to a single lane as a motorist avoided broken glass strewn in the middle of the roadway. Community members gathered on the scene shortly after the bang-up. The Wetobit police are investigating. Curfew extended in sections of Green Island, Hanover. Another 48-hour curfew has been imposed in sections of Green Island, Hanover. On Tuesday, the police imposed a 48-hour curfew in the community. However, this has been extended until 6 p.m. Saturday, July 27. The boundaries of the curfew are north at Orange Bay Square along the highway to the small bridge beside Lobster Smokehouse, east along an imaginary line from the small bridge beside Lobster Smokehouse to Marchtown Square, south from Marchtown Road along an imaginary line through Dam Road District to the entrance of Dam Road, west from the entrance to Dam Road District along the main road to Orange Bay Square. During the hours of the curfew, all persons within its boundaries are required to remain within their premises unless otherwise authorized by the ground commander. Several curfews have been imposed in the area since the start of 2024 due to inter-gang conflict and an influx of criminals. Mechanic accused of killing 17-year-old. A 19-year-old mechanic has been charged with the murder of a 17-year-old. Charged is Robert Bailey, otherwise called Rashawn, of Penguin Key in Maypen, Clarendon. Reports are that between 4:30 p.m. and 8 p.m. on Wednesday, July 10, Ezra Manning, otherwise called Red Man, was picked up in a black Honda Stream motor car by Bailey and 2 other men. It is alleged that they then made their way along a dirt track and exited the vehicle, where Manning was shot in the head. His throat was also reportedly slashed. All 3 men then reportedly left the crime scene. On Thursday, July 11, about 7 a.m., Manning's body was discovered by citizens who called the police. Bailey was arrested on Sunday, July 21, during a police operation and was subsequently charged. Preparations for his court date are underway. Bailey has also been charged with possession of prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition. Suspected phone thief nabbed by off-duty officer. The quick actions of an off-duty policeman led to the arrest of a suspected phone thief at the intersection of Havendale Drive and the Meadowbrook Main Road in St. Andrew on Wednesday, July 24. The suspect, 23-year-old Joshua Jones of Blackwood Terrace, Kingston, has since been charged with robbery with aggravation. Reports from the Constant Spring Police are that at about 8:30 a.m., Jones and another man allegedly attacked a woman who was walking along the roadway. Jones's accomplice allegedly pulled a knife from his waistband and robbed the woman of her Samsung Galaxy A15 cellular phone. An off-duty police officer who was in close proximity and witnessed the incident sprang into action and accosted Jones. Jones was subsequently charged and is scheduled to appear before the Halfway Tree Parish Court on Friday, August 2. Indicom probing 2 police shootings in Hanover and St. Catherine. The Independent Commission of Investigations is probing 2 separate fatal shooting incidents involving the police on Thursday in St. Catherine and Hanover. The deceased men have been identified as 23-year-old Mark Lewis and the 23-year-old Jermaine Campbell. Indicom says that the police reported that a joint police and military operation was being conducted in the Africa area of Old Harbour, St. Catherine, when officers proceeded to a house on Burke Road. The officers allegedly entered the house and Lewis pointed a firearm in their direction. One officer reportedly fired at Lewis, who was injured and taken to hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The second fatal shooting incident occurred in Kendall District, Green Island in Hanover. It is reported that a surveillance team was on patrol when Campbell was observed behaving suspiciously. Campbell is reported to have fired at the officers, who returned the fire at him, resulting in gunshot injuries. He was later pronounced dead at the hospital. The police say a firearm was recovered from each incident scene. Indicom says that the scenes were examined, processed, and evidential material recovered. The hands of the deceased men were swabbed for DNA testing, and their bodies were photographed and sealed, pending post-mortem examinations. Year to date, 85 people have been shot and killed by the security forces, of which 10 occurred in July. Thank you everyone for watching. See you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for another news update.